The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
As Funk drops to throw, he's going to air it out right side, and wide open is A.J. Blaylock. Touchdown! Walk back! Back to pass, Dazzo to the end zone. Oh, we caught it! D.R. Sim! Touchdown, Crabs!
D.R. Sim in the house!
Look at the dive.
Laid it out. Laid it on the line.
Zuli, handoff, Snowden, and two people miss Snowden, and Snowden is going to walk into the end zone! Touchdown, Dragons! That's how you answer a pick six! The handoff goes to English, and English right up the middle, makes a spin move, breaks a tackle! Johnny English is in the building! Touchdown, Legends! Welcome to Metro Stadium in Buffalo, New York, as the second half of the SFL season officially kicks off tonight in a Grey Conference rematch. The Oklahoma City Renegades take on the New York Knights, and it's next on Night Radio and on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Hello everybody, I'm your play-by-play commentator Cameron Irvine, and these two teams have a bit of a new look tonight. The New York Knights dropped Isaac Holt, the Bronze Star, this week in favor of wide receiver Chris Taylor. Isaac Holt ends up signing off of waivers with Oklahoma City. He is now on their defense as linebacker Jordan Gray was released. Oklahoma City and New York both desperate for a win tonight. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
Good game. Let's do this.
Gentlemen, please make your call.
Give us heads.
Heads it is.
We'll receive.
The Renegades have won the toss and select to receive.
Oklahoma City's going to get the football first tonight. The 1-3 Renegades, but beat the New York Knights in their first meeting this year 17-16 against the 2-2 New York Knights, who have lost back-to-back games on the road by a combined 4 points. Renegades and Knights, this is the SFL Network, and we're ready to go. From the 10-yard line, Oklahoma City on the return, and past the 25, a nice wrap up there at the 28-yard line. That's where Oklahoma City will begin their drive, and let's see how these two teams break down tonight. The key stat tonight is run defense, and there are two very capable running backs on the field. Pete Bruschi and the league's leader in rushing yards and all-purpose yards, Park Hee-Chol, against the league's last-ranked run D. Oklahoma City's going to have to play better against the run tonight if they're going to have a chance to win. And they start the ball game with a handoff to Bruschi, and Bruschi is going to pick up 6 yards. And that is a solid start for Bruschi, who is having a bit of a down year, averaging just over 100 yards a game, and for what he's getting paid, that is below expectations for OKC. Second down and 4 at the 34. Renegades in the drab green helmets, white jerseys, drab green pants with the drab green numbers with the brown and bright yellow trim. And on second down and 4, they will hand it off to Bruschi again. Left side, Bruschi's got a first down to the 40, another 6-yard gain, and Oklahoma City moves the chains. New York in the home gold helmets, charcoal-colored jerseys and pants with the red numbers and the light gold trim. First down and 10 of the 40 after back-to-back runs yields 12 yards for the Renegades. 3 receivers. Joseph Redfeather has really struggled this year. He's going to hand it off again to Bruschi, and Bruschi breaks off a tackle, and then another, and again will pick up 6 yards. 3 carries for 18 yards on the opening possession, and you already can tell that after Joseph Redfeather's struggles, the Oklahoma City Renegades are leaning on their veteran more than ever in this game, at least through the first 3 plays. Second down and 4 at the 46. And Redfeather will hand it off on a draw, and Bruschi's got a lot of space, and it's another first down to the New York Knight 49. 4 straight runs for Oklahoma City to start the contest. against New York's run defense, which is really their only weakness defensively, 10th in the league against the run, giving up, giving up 156.3 yards per game. Red Feathers changing the play, and on 1st and 10, he'll throw for the first time tonight, and he swings it outside to Bierme, who makes the catch. Another 6-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 4. So this is quite the solid drive for Oklahoma City here as the visitors. The Renegades are just 10th in scoring offense per game, averaging 21.8 points. New York is 8th in the league, allowing teams 401.5 yards per game. 2nd down and 4 from the Knight 44-yard line, and Red Feather hands it off on a draw to Bruschi, and he's met in the backfield. A 2-yard loss, nicely done there for the Knight D, and it brings up the first 3rd down of the evening. 3rd down and 6. 3 minutes into the first game of Week 7. No score with the Renegades on the move. Under center, Red Feather, back to pass. And Red Feather steps from the pocket, fires deep into double coverage, and the pass is intercepted at the 25 and returned up to the 36-yard line. And Joseph Red Feather's interception struggles continue as Marco Silva picks off the pass. Another solid OKC drive foiled by a horrendous pass by Joseph Red Feather. Just threw that one into double coverage. There's just absolutely no need for that as the Knight D takes over. Down a man as Isaac Holt was released this week. New York a little bit worried that they might be in trouble defensively. Not on that first drive. 1st and 10 of the 36. Trips right as St. Clair will swing it outside, and that pass is caught. And that is Brock Studwell out of the formation, a 6-yard pickup. And Brock Studwell, who was mighty quiet the first 3 games of the year for New York, has picked his game back up. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. The 2-2 Knights, 2-0 at home, and they beat up on DC and Louisville pretty bad, and then they went on the road and just sort of got into a rut. He Chol with the catch out of the backfield. He will pick up a block, hurdle a defender, and get to the Oklahoma 46. And the league's top player this season gets the Knights their first move of the sticks today. It's a 75-degree day. Beautiful night for football. Even a little chilly in the air. Wind gusts up to 34 miles an hour tonight here in Buffalo at Metro Stadium. 1st down and 10 of the 46-yard line. 8:20 to go in the first. 2 backs and 2 receivers with 3 down linemen for OKC. And back to pass. They swing it outside. That is Jake Legacy, now the 2nd star receiver on this team. Chris Taylor actually picked up a couple of days ago, takes over the number 1 receiver duties. When we asked Eric Barkley why that was, he says, well, typically Jake Legacy has been better as our 2nd option anyway. So there you go. In this option, he's the 3rd behind He Chol. 2nd down and 3. He Chol's first carry of the night, and he is stopped for only a 1-yard gain. Cam Michael on the tackle brings up 3rd down and 2. The New York offensive stars, Silver Star, number 3, quarterback Wes St. Clair. The running back is number 33, Park He Chol. The wide receivers are number 81, Chris Taylor, number 82, Jake Legacy, and the tight end is number 83, Brock Studwell. 3rd down and 2. The handoff to He Chol up the middle. He's got a 1st down and plenty more up to the OKC 31-yard line. Another 1st down. Knights and both teams have had solid drives to start the game. Now the difference will be if the Knights can put up points. Five minutes in, Park He Chol leads the league a whopping 1,263 all-purpose yards. And he is number 1 in the league, averaging 233 rushing yards per game. Two in the backfield, he takes the handoff. Right side, Heat Chol. Heat Chol trying to get around the end. Breaks off the tackle, picks up a block. Heat Chol, it's a foot race, and he's going to score! Touchdown, New York Knights! He's done it again! A league-leading 12th touchdown for Park Heat Chol. That one not as easy as some of them that he's had this year, but Heat Chol makes it happen for the first score of the game. Park Heat Chol, the stats that he's got are just ridiculous. He's pretty much number one in every category this year because he has been incredible. The extra point is good, especially here at Metro Stadium. And the Knights have taken a 7-0 lead. Fun fact learned about the New York Knights this week. New York, in their last 11 losses, have lost 9 of those games by 7 points or less. That is insane. Including the last 2 losses, a 17-16 loss to Oklahoma City on the road a few weeks back, and a 27-24 overtime loss to San Francisco last week when they missed 3 field goals, including 2 in the final minute of that ball game. Ended up going to overtime, and then San Francisco drove all the way down the field. Holy cow, 8-4-9-8. I have a feeling that you might be joining the worshiper of the underworld here soon if you continue to preach his wisdom and his desires. First and 10 of the 28. Brewski takes the handoff as Oklahoma City continues to try to conquer their demons on the ground. Brewski averaging 4.8 yards a carry, but overall this year, Brewski just number 7 in the league with 100.5 rushing yards per game. Second down and 2 at the 36-yard line. Hand off to Pete Brewski. No gain. Third down and 2. Nice stop there for DJ McCoo. New York's defensive stars, linebacker DJ McCoo and Bobby Law, 55 and 53 respectively, as we get this third down play from Brewski. He did not get the first down. Nice tackle made on the outside by the non-star linebacker, and OKC goes 3 and out. And a good start for the New York Knights here. We'll get to the rest of Oklahoma City's defense later on in this quarter. And Oklahoma City's defense now needs to step up. Nearly blocked a kick. And the kick to the 24-yard line. Return for the Knights and a smackdown at the 28. Brutal hit on the punt return. And at least Oklahoma City's special teams mean business. And actually, Oklahoma City's special teams has been quite good this year. Number 1 in the league, averaging 23.3 yards per kickoff return. They're also number 2 in punt yards, averaging 38.2, and number 3 in punt return yards per game at 4.5. First down and 10 of the 28. Back to pass is St. Clair, and his pass is nearly taken away. Adam Stackhouse had the opportunity on that one, and that's St. Clair's first bad read of the night, and it brings up 2nd and 10. Oklahoma City's defensive stars, Gold Star linebacker number 51, Adam Stackhouse, who you just saw. The bronze cornerbacks are number 24, Cam Michael, and number 0, Isaac Holt, picked up this week. Safeties are number 49, Tank Savage, and number 45, Billy Joe Casper, who who, along with New York's Bobby Law, leads the league in tackles, as Park Hee-chol is still going and picks up a first down. In Metro Stadium, Park Hee-chol will eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And by the looks of it, he's hungry. Seven 0 Knights early on. They've got the football. Hand off to Hee-chol, and Hee-chol breaks off a tackle, and boy, it takes a lot of people to bring him down. A 6-yard gain for Hee-chol, and they'll take that all night long as he gets the ball up to midfield. We got a first-time viewer tonight, Drew T513. Hope that you're liking your first stream and everything's working on your end. Also want to wish a happy birthday to Tallahassee Pride owner Frank Gooden, who must be out celebrating his birthday this evening. We would tell you his age, but that's probably not a flattering thing to brag about anymore with Mr. Gooden. Third down and inches. Ball at the 46-yard line. Knights trying to add to their lead here in the early stages. And the handoff goes to Hee-chol, and Hee-chol's got a first down, picks up a block. Hee-chol around the corner, gets to the 29-yard line. First down, Knights up to the Renegade 29-yard line into field goal position. Spectacular Pooh 1424 is talking about my Packers. All I gotta say is, Spec Pooh, you are suspect as asterisks. Just play it. First and 10 of the 29. I like that fun. Tight set again for New York. They're on the drive once again. Handoff to Hee-chol left side, and Hee-chol hurdles the defender and then gets smacked down by Tank Savage. 84 yards on 8 carries, though, in the early stages. Brings up second down and 7. Under 3 minutes to play. Both teams have had the ball twice. Oklahoma City on their opening possession. Long drive, but threw a pick at the end of it. Hee-chol trying to extend the play to the outside. He does, and Hee-chol gets in a foot race again. He gets down to the 3-yard line. Man, even when he is stretched all the way out to the far side of the field, he still can turn the corner. And there's no doubt if he continues at this pace, there is absolutely no doubt that he is going to be the MVP this year. I don't even think it matters if New York makes the playoffs or not. The guy has been unbelievable. Back to pass, St. Clair, check down, Hee-chol lost a yard. Nice goal line stand there from OKC, Savage on the tackle. It's interesting, Bobby Law and Billy Joe Casper playing in the same game. They both average 12.8 tackles per game. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Second and goal from the 4. Can OKC hold him out? Back to throw. They're going to look Hee-chol's direction. Hee-chol's got to make one man miss, and he can't do it. Nice stop. And check that. That was not Hee-chol out of the backfield. He gets a breather. That's Carter making the catch, and it's 3rd and goal. This would be a big-time goal line stand here for OKC. Giving up 2 touchdowns on their first 2 possessions defensively is not a confidence builder. Third down and goal from the 2. Nobody to the left side of the line for New York. And the handoff goes to Hee-chol, and Hee-chol is going to be stopped. That is a 2-yard loss. And that is what Oklahoma City is looking for out of their defense. And that's exactly what this defense did in the opening matchup. When New York got into the red zone, they ended up having to settle for field goals, and it ended up costing them in that game. premature on the scoreboard. Chip shot for 21 yards. And New York's kick is good. 52 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 2 drives, 2 scores for the New York Knights, who look to be back on track, at least in the opening 11 minutes of this ball game. As the 2-2 Knights, one of only 2 teams that sit at 500 heading into Week 7, pad their lead. Up on the return of the 28. Shout out to everyone in the chat this evening. Big Willie 54, Damon Grow, Dark Destro MD, DHMYC, Drew T513, DR Sim 80, Holy Cow 8498, JJ Bams 33, Just Be Real, NY Kia 31, NY Knights, Ramos Lynn, San Antonio, Specpoo 1424, Terra Streaming, T Paternity, Xanthos, and X Factor 56. Thanks for supporting the SFL. As Red Feather goes deep, and the pass is caught. Beautiful ball and catch by Johnny Beerme. And that by far is the biggest play from scrimmage tonight for OKC as they get to midfield in one play. The star offense for Oklahoma City, Silver Star quarterback Joseph Red Feather wears number 12. Gold Star running back number 34, Pete Bruschi. The bronze receivers are number 84, Johnny Beerme, and number 81, or number 87, pardon, Austin Skolander. And the silver tight end is number 89, Tiberius Bova. 1st and 10 at midfield. Red Feather changing the play. He's out of the gun. 3 wide receivers with 6 in the box for New York. Showing a blitz from McCoo, and he backs off into coverage. They swing it outside to Bruschi. Bruschi in the open field makes a man miss, and Bruschi nearly gets a first down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and inches, and that will run out the first quarter clock. We'll keep it right here. That's the end of 1. New York 10, Oklahoma City nothing. This is Night Football on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Bruschi gets the carry on 2nd and short, moves the chains. 1st and 10 at the 34. Welcome back to Metro Stadium. Your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine. You're watching the Sim Football Network on Twitch. If you haven't already done so, follow the channel. Red Feather down the field. That pass is caught. 1st down to the 21-yard line. And a nice drive as Armstrong makes the catch for Red Feather and the rest of the Renegades. As an OKC non-star makes his first grab of the day, and that's a nice route. Up the middle of the field. Fooled Bobby Laws. He stayed to the checkdown man. First and 10 of the 21. 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers. Oklahoma City trying to break their scoreless streak. Bruschi takes a handoff left side, and Bruschi picks up a nice 8 yards. Got about 6 before he was even touched to set up a 2nd down and 2. Santa Fe takes on Cleveland Saturday, noon Central, as the Cleveland Vipers try to turn around their ship. Sunday showcase game is the first edition this year of the Walsh Bowl. The Honolulu Legends and the Orlando Intimidators. Honolulu has never won in Orlando. Greg Morris should be along for the ride for that one. Hand off to Bruschi on a trap. He's inside the 5, down to the 3. 1st and goal. As you look at the running back comparison tonight, Bruschi being outgained and outplayed, but still having a very solid first half. As Oklahoma City, for the first time tonight, is in scoring position. First and goal at the 3. And Redfeather is going to throw. And Redfeather fires short to the right side, and it's caught for a touchdown. Tiberius Bovine making some sort of strange football puppet or a burrito that his hand is eating. One of the two. I don't judge people. But Bovine gets the score. Redfeather gets the touchdown pass. Executes inside the 20, which has been a big struggle for the Renegades this year. And OKC has cut the deficit to 4. Dub C 2108. Your username looks new. Give you a shout out. Welcome to the channel. Sim football at its finest right here as the extra point for Oklahoma City is up and good. And the Renegades have cut the deficit 10-7. Renegades kick it deep from the 10. Knights on the return. And gets to the 29-yard line. First down for the Knights. West St. Clair has not thrown a pass to Chris Taylor tonight so far. They're out of the tight set again as Oklahoma City is stacking the box on Heat Chol. And Heat Chol gets the handoff left, and Heat Chol gets past everybody! Park Heat Chol! Taking a stroll to the end zone. And when you risk, sometimes you get rewarded and sometimes you get burnt. And Park Heachel's got another highlight reel run. Guy is unbelievable. A one-play drive for New York. They make it look easy, and already extra point pending. The Knights have more points in this game than they did in the first game against the Renegades. I would say the New York Knights, which scored just 40 points in the last 2 games, have cleared up their offensive problems. And the Knights, just like that, are back up by 10. I bet there's a lot of NFL teams that had Park Hee-Chul. Oklahoma City from the 10. Their defense struggling to compete tonight up to the 28-yard line. Oklahoma City's defense, the last time they were out on the field, really struggled. Struggled a lot. Gave up 61 to the Louisville Wolfpack, which is a high for the SFL this year. They got to pick it up. First and 10 to the 28. Right now it's on Redfeather's shoulders. He hands it off to Brewski. Brewski tries to spin right side, and Brewski picks up a solid 4 yards. Really didn't have a lot there. Made the most out of it. Second down, 6 yards to go. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube and Twitch. All at /SimulationFL. Second and 6. Redfeather swings it outside. Brewski, a lot of open space. And Pete Brewski picks up 15 on the play. Here's a look at the quarterback numbers. New York is dead last in the league in passing yards, but when you have Heechul, who needs a passing game, Red Feather, since his interception, has looked sharper. But can Oklahoma City compete in a shootout type of game? That is the big question. First and 10 of the 47-yard line. Knights on top of the Renegades by 10 here early in the second quarter. And off to Brewski, and Brewski picks up 3. Second and 7 moves the ball to midfield.
Sanford credited with the tackle. Second and 6.
Bobby Law and Billy Joe Casper, the two leading leaders in tackles, have been a little quiet tonight. Law and McCoo are the linebackers. McCoo is a silver. As Red Feather drops to throw on second and 7, that pass is just slightly underthrown to Armstrong. Incomplete, brings up third down. The lone corner is now Marco Silva, who has the interception tonight for New York. And the safeties are Bronze Jesus Salvador, he's number 21. And Patrick Daniel, the gold at free, he's number 40. High formation on third down and 7. Oklahoma City needs to do something to keep the drive alive and keep Heechul off the field, and the pass over the middle is caught for a first down and more by Austin Skolander to the New York 39-yard line. And that is a much-needed first down for Oklahoma City, because as much as the Renegades need points tonight, likely, to keep up with the Knights, it might be even more important to give that defense a rest against Park Heechul. And I bet Isaac Holt on that last touchdown run was probably thinking, man, this guy seemed a lot slower when he was on my team. Back to pass Red Feather on a first and 10. He's going to go deep down the middle, and the pass is caught, and a big hit at the 21-yard line does not jar the ball loose. Tiberius Bovine makes the catch, and Oklahoma City is going no huddle, which has not been a very good experiment for Oklahoma City through the first half of the season. But this time, Red Feather's going to swing it out to Brewski, and he's past the 15-yard line and picks up 6 yards. Second down and 4 to the New York 15. Oklahoma City in the red zone for the second time tonight. On their first trip, they got a touchdown, and the handoff on a draw goes to Brewski, and he's stopped in the open field, I believe, by Law. That's going to bring up a third down and 4. Oklahoma City needs to be careful here, cannot turn the ball over. They're going to hand it off to Brewski again on third down and 4. He gets the first down to the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8 as Oklahoma City's drive continues. Another solid drive here for the Renegades on a draw to Brewski, and again, that got nothing. That play back-to-back trips has not worked. And they'll hand it off to Brewski again, 4th straight time. Brewski gets up to the 5, and now they're hold and figure out what to do on third down and goal. And again, the name of the game for the Renegades is to not give the football away in the red zone. .6:11 left in the quarter. Third down and goal at the 5. Red Feather is going to hand it off, and Brewski did not get in. And I'm not actually even sure if that was Brewski. You can't fault the decision, though, from Oklahoma City. Red Feather has thrown so many picks in the red zone this year. You take the points and you get back down by 1 score. Chipper from 20 yards is up and good. 5:42 to go in the first half, and it's Oklahoma City 10 and New York 17. If you haven't been with us before on the Sim Football Network or in the chat room, we give away money on Monday nights, Money Monday, and this week's matchup is a good one as the 3-1 DC Dragons take on the 3-1 Louisville Wolfpack. From Blue Sun Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, the winner will move into first place, sole possession of first place in the Grey Conference. You won't want to miss that one, and a chance for you to win some cash. It's easy to play, it's free to play, and you're going to have a blast doing it. Money Monday coming around in a few more days. We've had, I want to say, about 7 or 8 winners this year in Money Monday already. First and 10 of the 30 for New York. Hand off to Heat Scholl. They got to tackle that man. They still don't have him on the ground. And look at Heat Scholl just pounding his way to 183 first half yards. He is, I mean, I don't think, the guy, there's no way that the guy can have as good of a season as he's having ever again. I mean, he has just been sensational. Second and 5 at the 35-yard line. And St. Clair's going to throw. Hits Heat Scholl out of the backfield. Heat Scholl picks up a block. Heat Scholl down the sideline. They got to cut him off, but they don't do so until the OKC 43, a gain of 22. First down, Knights. Ever so dangerous. Ever so quick. And a nice block on the outside on Cam Michael by big number 77. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with the first half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas. And some exciting news about halftime shows in the future of the SFL coming in the next few weeks. Brings up second down and 12 after Savage wraps up Heat Scholl in the backfield, and it's been Tank Savage, not Billy Joe Casper tonight, making most of the stops. Second down, 12 yards to go with a 45. And St. Clair's going to go deep, and laying out for the catch is Jake Legacy, and then Tank Savage unnecessarily landed on Legacy's head. That's going to tack on more yards.
Late hit, number 49, defense.
First and goal at the 9. That is a big penalty. And you look here, I mean, he has to make the tackle, but he does not have to land on his head, and the ref means unnecessary roughness. It wasn't technically a late hit. We have a transaction on the wire tonight. Get to that in a minute. First and goal of the 10. Player movement has been active this week as St. Clair is going to throw the end zone, and the pass is caught by Jake Legacy for a touchdown. Oklahoma City coaches are going to take a long look at this one. First glance, I thought Legacy was out. I know he got one foot in. And officials are going to say that he got the second foot in too. What a catch for Jake Legacy. And the Knights have scored on all 4 of their first half possessions. It is 23-10. And Oklahoma City in the last 2 games has not forced a punt in the first half. And have not forced a turnover either. They've just given teams points. And it's 24-10. From the 10-yard line. Oklahoma City, nice return up to the 30. Armstrong making some people miss. So we have a transaction on the wire tonight. The Cleveland Vipers have dropped defensive end Czech Congo, and they assigned outside linebacker Jordan Gray to a 2-year, $2 million deal to join Cameron Brantley as part of the linebacking core for the Vipers. Interesting signing there. Gray just cut by Oklahoma City yesterday as Bruschi is going the wrong way. Man, those are the type of plays that have just plagued the Renegades all year long. A 7-yard loss as DJ McCoo runs down Bruschi. Makes it 2nd down and long for the Renegades. Back to pass. Redfeather all day to throw and fires complete to Tiberius Bovine. What a play by Joseph Redfeather on 2nd and long. Wipes away the bad play from Pete Bruschi, and Bovine ends up moving the sticks. Nice conversion. And despite the poor defensive play in the first half from Oklahoma City, their offense has been better, and it's keeping them alive in this game. First down and 10 at the 41, out of the shotgun, back to pass. And Redfeather hit as he threw, but he's lucky to get that football out of his hands. Passing complete, brings up 2nd and 10. Oklahoma City down by 14. They have not gotten a stop tonight, just a half a stop inside the 5. Out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. Bruschi's in the backfield to the left of Redfeather. And Redfeather will drop to throw, flips it out to Bruschi. Bruschi past the 45, and Bruschi gets to the 48. No huddle time again here for the Renegades. It's 3rd down and 2. Down to 2:08 to go in the first half. Redfeather out of the shotgun. He will drop to throw, step up in the pocket, swing it out to Bruschi, and he will not get the first down. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Renegades will end up having to kick the ball away, and they desperately need a stop. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the New York Night Radio Network.
Grab a seat. This is 105.9 WFRD, Hillbilly Radio, the Round Table, Buffalo.
Oh yeah, Butter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
So the Renegades will boot it away. High snap. New York comes after it, and they just missed it again. 2nd time in this half. Knights on the punt return. Nice return up to the 24-yard line. And New York's not too shabby on the punt returns themselves. Well, they're number 2 in the league, averaging 22.8 kickoff yards per return. 1:49 to go in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line, and the Renegades need a stop badly. Hand off Heachol, and Heachol gets around the end, and Heachol picks up blockers. Park Heachol is going to do it again, and Oklahoma City's over pursuit of Park Heachol is embarrassing them. It's embarrassing. Oklahoma City, they get into the backfield. Stackhouse comes up the middle. And Heachol is so agile in the open field. You have to extend him. San Francisco last week, they extended the play. They moved him laterally to give their defense a chance to catch him. Oklahoma City is trying to gash the middle, and that's not where New York is going. Unbelievable. extra point is good, and they just simply can't stop Park Hee-chul. They just can't do it. (31-10). Oklahoma City has given up 92 points in their last 6 quarters. And a once proud defense, a defense that was on the field with such bad field position for the first few games of the season, has just never been able to find their footing. As Armstrong gets another good kickoff return up to the 32. Park Hee-chul is well over 200 yards, and he is looking to break the rushing record set by Pete Bruschi. And Oklahoma City needs a touchdown here before the half, I would imagine, because they're going to have to outscore the Knights tonight and get some breaks in the second half. Swing out to Bruschi. Bruschi breaks a tackle. Bruschi 45 to the 49-yard line of New York. Stayed in bounds, though. Red Feather now 140 passing yards in the first half. The good news for OKC is he's been better. First down and 10 to the 49, and quickly the Renegades get up to the line. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And the handoff goes to Bruschi, and Bruschi's got a lot of room, and Pete Bruschi gets 18 yards on the carry. Up to the New York 31. Nicely done there for the Renegades. As Red Feather will swing it out to Bruschi, and Bruschi's going to be wrapped up in the open field before he can get out of bounds. That's a nice stop on the far side. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Renegades looking for a big touchdown here. It has been a shootout kind of a half against 2 pretty poor run defenses as Red Feather swings it out to Bruschi, and those passes to Bruschi are just not working. At times, Bruschi has done well in the passing game tonight, and at others, he's been so ineffective that it's hurting this team. They're down to 9 at the 30. Worst case scenario for OKC in their position, they could kick a field goal here. Still a lot of football left to be played. Third down, 9 yards to go at the 30. 2 backs and 2 receivers. OKC a bit desperate at the moment as Red Feather swings it outside, and Bruschi dropped it. He could have scored a touchdown on that play. Oh man, that was beautifully done. Joseph Red Feather waited until Bruschi cut up field on a wheel route, and Bruschi just took his eyes off of it. All he saw was green in front of him. And boy, oh boy, was that a missed opportunity for OKC. From 47 yards away off the right hash, and the Renegades miss the kick. Ay, ay, ay. New York says, we know what that feels like. Yank. Boy, it could even get worse for the Renegades here. Contain Hee-chul, do not blitz him. First and 10 of the 37. And St. Clair's going to drop to throw. He checks it down to Hee-chul. Hee-chul is still going to get a first down off of that. It's just unstoppable. New York's going to get into Hail Mary range here, down to 8 seconds. They better hurry, though. Get the next playoff down to 5 seconds. St. Clair back to pass. A check down, and that is going to end the first half. Hee-chul is going to be stopped on the tackle. So the end of the first half, is New York 31 and Oklahoma City 10. Dan and Peter have the halftime call. This is Night Radio on the Sim Football Network on Twitch.
Stopped at the 42. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Knights in command of this one, 31-10.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
Well, here's a look at our halftime stats, and as you can see, it paints a pretty clear picture. The Knights are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 45 is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. After getting an interception, the Knights have the ball at the 31-yard line. Number 33 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring it. A 30-yard touchdown for the home team. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Knights out in front by 7. Number 33 bounces this one to the outside, and he's got some room to maneuver out there. They move ahead by 10. The Renegades, still late in the first, number 12 connected with his man on this one. A 21-yard play that set up a visitor's touchdown. The Renegades trailing 10-7. Number 33 would find some running room on this one, and then it was off to the races. A 71-yard touchdown for the home team. The Knights move ahead by 10. The Renegades, still early in the second quarter, the ball at the 40-yard line. Number 12 connected with his man on this one. That set up an automatic 21-yard field goal. Midway through the second, the Knights leading by 7. Number 3 connected with his man on this one. They move ahead by 14. The Renegades, late in the second quarter, number 12 connected with his man on this one. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. The Renegades back 24-10. Number 33 is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening, and then he's off to the races. A 76-yard touchdown for the home team. The Knights have opened it up and now lead by 21. The Renegades, still late in the half, the ball at the 50. Number 34 would find an opening here, and he was off. An 18-yard play that set up a visitor's field goal, but they couldn't connect. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Knights are up big at halftime, 31-10.
All right, good work, partner.
The Knights will get the ball first here in the second half, and they are dominating this game. Currently, they are up large, 31-10. Let's get down to the field and the action.
Start of the second half here at Metro Stadium, and Oklahoma City is going to have to kick it away to a New York offense led by Park Hee-Chol in the first half. A whopping 257 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, as Park Hee-Chol could potentially set the league's rushing record in a single game held by Pete Bruschi. We don't have the exact number on hand, but Hee-Chol already just a few first downs away from setting the season record for running yards in a game. First and 10 of the 30. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine, as Park Hee-Chol is ripped down, a loss of 4 in the backfield. And his yards per carry average has spiraled out of control in a downward spiral. Might want to pick up alcohol, down to 18 yards a carry.
Let's go. Second and 14 from Knights.
Second and 14 at the 25. Can the Renegades get off the field quickly and painlessly? Heachel takes the handoff left side. The answer would be a resounding no! Past midfield, Heachel burst down. A gain of 30. And overall, 26 yards in this second half as we track the milestone. That is now 283 rushing yards in this game. First and 10 of the 45. Back to pass. St. Clair swings it outside. Heachel, 45-40. Heachel got hit hard by Stackhouse, but a 9-yard pickup through the air. Coming into the game, Park Heachel led the league, 11 total touchdowns this season. And he's added 3 more tonight. Second down and 1 at the 36-yard line. And the handoff goes to Heachel, and Heachel's got a first down, and Heachel's got more than that. Heachel's inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. 308 yards on 16 carries. That is a new season record on the ground as he approaches the all-time record. Hand off to Brewski, right side, and boy, Billy Joe Casper, or Tank Savage rather, nice job picking up the block, but that's actually Heachel taking a rest. Savage makes the play, 2nd and 7. And the New York Knights owner pleading that they take Heachel out. Wish granted, at least in the short term, as St. Clair will check it down. And you got to watch out. Those non-stars will drop those passes, and as Baltimore found out, some of them were backwards passes. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 7. Third down and 7 from the 8. Need right at the 1-yard line for a move of the chains. For the first time tonight, St. Clair goes empty backfield. Still, Chris Taylor is absolutely silent tonight. Back to pass, St. Clair, deep drop back. He's going to fire left side, and that pass is incomplete. So the only good thing for Oklahoma City is they settle for only allowing a field goal, and it's best case scenario, or worst case scenario rather, for Oklahoma City. It's 34-10, and it's still a 3-score game. ...24-yard gain, or 24-yard field goal rather, as I doze off from the Go Knights trance, and that kick is good. So 34-10, Oklahoma City still has not forced New York to punt tonight. New York has scored on all 6 of their possessions. Oklahoma City against Louisville allowed the Wolfpack to score 61 points on 7 touchdowns and 4 field goals. Wolfpack scored on every possession in that game against Minneapolis. Minneapolis scores 42 points, but 7 field goals in that game meant that they scored on 10 of their first 10 possessions. I mean, this is a problem for Oklahoma City's defense. I mean, really, in 3 of their 5 games this year, they have not stopped anybody at all. And they've got 5 stars on defense, 4 in the secondary. It's just, it's out of control. Never seen anything like it. They start the second half of the handoff to Brewski. He picks up 5. Second down, 5 yards to go. Oklahoma City, the good news for them is they still have plenty of time to try to forge a comeback here. Back to pass. Redfeather pass caught by Beermead, just shy of the first down. Redfeather now 146 yards in the game. Oklahoma City is 11th in the league in pass efficiency, just a quarterback rating of 65.7 for Redfeather. And the passing yards per game is 9th in the league, just 221. Third down and 1, Brewski takes the handoff, he's got a first down, nice run for Brewski. 6-yard gain moves the chains. First and 10 at the 44. Renegades looking for a solid drive. Knight defensive stars have been rather quiet tonight, but they've just been quietly getting the job done. Nothing flashy. Back to pass, Redfeather. He swings it outside. Dangerous ball, and that's incomplete. Redfeather's asking for a flag, and he's not going to get one. Going to bring up a second down and 10. For all league information, visit our official website at simulationfl.com with daily updates. Photos taken from each game that you can put on your desktop, download, do whatever you want with them. Second down and 10 to the 44. Back to pass, Redfeather again. Over the middle, that pass is caught by Bovine, and Bovine did not get the first down, but just shy. Brings up third down and inches. Into New York territory. Salvador comes over to clean up the mess. Third down, inches at the 47. I would expect a Brewski handoff here. 7 in the box for New York. All the defenders are on the screen. And he will get the handoff, does Brewski. And Brewski tries to stretch it outside, and he did not get the first down. And I would expect to see a challenge here. Looked clear as day that Brewski crossed the line of scrimmage, or crossed the first down line, but apparently not. Fourth down and inches, that's the second call tonight that has been suspect that's gone the Knights' way. Fourth down and inches, Oklahoma City trying to convert, they do, for the first down of the New York 45. And a fun fact, Oklahoma City is 100% on fourth downs this year, halfway through the season. So when the Renegades have been desperate, they've been able to make it work. First down and 10 of the 45. Again, New York has scored on all 6 of their possessions in this ball game, but a better offense out of OKC tonight has kept New York from running up the scoreboard. Redfeather back to pass. He's going to look right side. That pass is complete. First down to the Knight 34-yard line. That's Austin Skolander on the grab. Again, I can't express enough to you guys how much I appreciate your support of the SFL. I hope you guys have a good time every night you're here. Loving the NFL talk tonight as well. Keeps my brain fresh as Pete Brewski picks up just a yard up the middle. Second and 9. If you run sim leagues, got your own website, all that kind of stuff, spread the word, tell people about us. Second down and 9. As Brewski is coming off a 1-yard gain. New York's defense is shifting. Long drive here for OKC. Redfeather changing the play. And he will hand it off to the outside to Brewski. And Brewski is stopped at the line of scrimmage by Bobby Law. A nice tackle from Bobby, and Oklahoma City has not faced a lot of third and longs tonight. They will on this play. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Third down, 9. Big play here for Red Feather. Can't take a sack. Back to pass. Red Feather steps into the pocket, and it did just that. And that has been a storyline that hasn't been talked about a lot tonight. Although it probably should have been a bigger storyline coming into the game. Oklahoma City has had trouble protecting the quarterback. They've given up 12 sacks. That is 10th in the league. And New York is 4th in the league. Or excuse me, number 1 in the league. They have 12 sacks this year against opposing quarterbacks.
Oh, that felt good. I think I want another one.
So Oklahoma City's drive stalls. They end up having to punt it away inside the 10. This is a really nice punt. And that is going to take a hop and bounce 3 or 4 times and roll all the way down to the 3-yard line. Oklahoma City getting a safety here. That would really help their cause. Although, how in the world are you supposed to tackle Park Hee-Chol in the backfield if you can't tackle him at all?
First and 10. From your Knights.
4:05 to go in the third. Oklahoma City trying to force their first punt of the night. And Hee-Chol picks up a beautiful block on the outside. I mean, that is just textbook. 4-yard gain, 4.5-yard gain gives them a little breathing room. Second down, 6. Oklahoma City has not forced a turnover tonight. And just 1 turnover overall in this game. Red Feather on the opening drive threw a pick to Marco Silva. Hee-Chol still in, chasing the record. Back to pass is St. Clair. He is going to throw it deep, and the pass is incomplete. First time we've seen West St. Clair take a deep shot, and Savage was right on Jake Legacy. Savage, nice job not falling for the inside double move. And again, Chris Taylor, the acquisition this week from the Knights, has not been looked at all tonight. Third down and 6 at the 8. And this is where New York has struggled. They haven't had a lot of third downs tonight, but they're last in the league, 31.8% conversion rate. As St. Clair again will drop back deep from his end zone and fire it to a wide open receiver. Jake Legacy for a first down to the 41-yard line, and the Knights remain on the field. Oh, man. Third down, you could finally get some good field position. That's a backbreaker play right there.
Let's go. First and 10.
First and 10 of the 41, and again, empty backfield from New York. 4-down lineman for Oklahoma City. Back to pass St. Clair. St. Clair deep ball again, and the pass is caught again. 20, 10, touchdown, Jake Legacy. His second of the night. And Oklahoma City's defense should just cut everybody. The New York Knights at home are so tough to stop. Savage was high on meth on that play. Ay, ay, ay. Well, New York, after 2 weeks of scratching their heads at what in the world had happened, all they needed was a bit of home cooking. And the Knights are right back where they need to be. New York next week travels to take on the Minneapolis Maulers, and actually they will have a, check that, not a bye, but almost a kind of a half a bye. They won't play again until August 10th, Monday next week, on the road against Minneapolis, who will be trying to turn their season around at 1-3 without Freeman Goodspeed and Koma Kaleka. Missed an opportunity to sign Isaac Holt this week. First and 10 of the 31. Bruschi, 24 carries, 103 yards, so he's over his average tonight, but it just hasn't mattered. The Oklahoma City defense has been so bad. As Redfeather goes deep down the field, that pass is caught by Bovine, and this is when Redfeather starts to get him and his team in trouble, when they have to shy away from Pete Bruschi and go to the all-passing attack. Redfeather has been mistake-prone. But that one, a nice find to Bovine up the middle.
First and 10. From Young Knights, 37 yards.
First down and 10 of the night, 47-yard line. Hand off on a counter. Bruschi takes the carry. 6-yard gain.
Number 40 with the tackle.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third. The Knights, with big plays, have whipped the Renegades tonight. Hand off Bruschi. He's wrapped up the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by McCoo. 3rd down and 4. This will be the third out of 5 games this year that the Renegade defense has given up over 40 points. They are next to last in the league in scoring defense per game at 38.8 points allowed. 3rd down 4, Redfeather outside, caught, 1st down, Skolander.
First and 10 from the Knights, 36 yards.
And off to Bruschi up the middle. 2-yard gain. 3rd quarter winding down. 1 more quarter of this to go. I don't know what it is about Thursday night football, but we just have been plagued by the route bug. It's bad. Yeah, True Shot Collar 1 is with us once again. Happy birthday to True Shot Collar 1, owner of the Tallahassee Pride. And a fumble is recovered by New York. Pete Bruschi has fumbled for the 3rd time this year. That is just awful. It just keeps getting worse for the Renegades. And the fumble was forced, I believe, by Jesus Salvador. A Gold Star running back fumbling 3 times in a season. I've never seen that in league history. So Hichol gets another handoff. Did you see that? I mean, this man, he must be part horse muscle. I mean, it's unbelievable. He just shredded that guy. And that, mercilessly, is the end of the 3rd quarter. End of 3, all Knights. 12 minutes left here on Thursday Night Football on the Sim Football Network. Third down and 3 for New York. Park Hichol still in, chasing the running record as he takes the handoff up the middle and did not get the first down. And check that, they did take Hichol out of the game. Oh, that's He-Chol in. Beg your pardon. But he did not pick up the first down, so hallelujah. Rise up, stand on your feet, and start clapping, because the Renegade defense has forced a punt for the first time tonight.
Don't let him get that point.
New York kicks it away. They should have faked it. That would have been awesome. First and 10 of the 20 for OKC. So in case you're unaware of the league standings, which you can find all about that on simulationfl.com and click the DAC Stats tab. We have a 6-way tie at 3-1. The first of those 6 teams plays their 5th game Saturday, Santa Fe, as they try to avoid the upset on the road against the Cleveland Vipers, who signed Jordan Gray tonight at linebacker. Getting another linebacker in there to help stop things should help. And we'll try to turn their ship around. For teams, it's not too late until loss number 5. It would certainly be a monster upset, but at this point, we're just looking for the Cleveland Vipers to be just a little bit better. Second down and 11, and a Red Feathers pass is caught for a 7-yard gain. That's Bovine again over the middle. Bovine, one of the more active tight ends in the passing game. Third down, 4. Under 10 minutes to go. High formation, OKC down by 31 as Pete Bruschi takes the handoff and loses a yard. DJ McCoo a little slow to get up, but he pops up at the end. Another hot topic this year in the league, besides the 6-way tie right now for first place, is the injury bug. Bit Minneapolis twice, a silver free safety and a gold running back gone, unless the Maulers make the championship game, in which case they would be healthy enough to suit up. Same situation with the Baltimore Crab running back Elliott Snyder. As Baltimore mulls whether they're just going to pack it up and try again next year, or if they're going to continue to compete. Obviously, New York, if they play like this, is a championship contender, because He-Chol is just a man. He is just the definition of a man. I mean, geez. DC, Tallahassee, Santa Fe, all the expansion teams have had good seasons. And the Honolulu Legends, who knocked off the Baltimore Crabs on Monday, is off to a 3-1 start. And a fun fact for you, the 6 teams tied for first place at 3-1, none of them have won a playoff game in league history. This is the 5th season. New York and Oklahoma City have been to the playoffs plenty of time. They met in the first ever SFL championship game.
Hey, what's got her? What's got her? Trips open. Trips open. Liz. Weak back.
Second down and 8 as St. Clair swings it outside. And another part of the night's game tonight. First of all, the resurgence of Jake Legacy at the second wide receiver spot. Every time it seems like Legacy moves in as the top wide receiver on this team, his numbers go down. And then they're back to normal as soon as he's moved back into that second slot. He just must not like all the pressure. He's had a great game tonight, and West St. Clair near a perfect quarterback rating. Hand off to He-Chol, and he lost 2 yards. So it looks like He-Chol's not going to get the record.
Your Knights have selected to punt. Green is deep to receive.
So 8 minutes to go in the 4th. New York kicks it away. Oklahoma City still trying to figure out how to make this score respectable. From the 17-yard line, Renegades up to the 22-yard line. But make no mistake about it, it doesn't matter what the final score is tonight. All that matters is that when it counted, Park Hee-chol was just an absolute beast once again. Park Hee-chol came into the game with 932 rushing yards, just shy of being on pace for a 2,000-yard season. He easily eclipsed and quickly eclipsed 1,000 yards for the season earlier in this game. Red feather back to pass, steps into the pocket, hit as he threw, and it hit alignment, and that's going to draw a flag.
Ineligible receiver, number 66. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
1st and 15, back to the 17. San Francisco, one of the more interesting teams in the league this year, 2-2. Lost to a couple of teams that are 3-1. But also beat a couple of former champions in New York and Minneapolis, the last two champions of this league, actually. Keanu Tuiasosopo blossoming a little bit more in his sophomore campaign as Pete Bruschi gets outside. Nice run from Pete Bruschi, got 9 yards. We've seen a better Pete Bruschi over the last couple of weeks, but it's unbelievable that the guy has fumbled 3 times this year in 5 games. I mean, that's crazy. As Bovine, another productive night, 6 grabs, 79 yards. Bruschi takes the handoff again, breaks off a tackle. Bruschi right side, he got the first down. Bruschi still running hard. Two backs, 2 receivers for Oklahoma City. Now under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Thanks for being with us through the blowout on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Week 7's opening game. Red feather deep down the field overthrows the intended man. New York leads the league in sacks with 12, but only 1 tonight. Second down, 10 yards to go with the 33. And Bruschi picks up 6. Third down, 4. The league has some big announcements, always trying to improve things. That'll come up in the next month. Very excited about taking the next step in sim football, and we've, trust me, put a lot of thought in the process. We will continue to talk to some people that hold high opinions among the sim community. As you look at Hee-chol, 321 yards now on the night, but that's still short of the league record. 4th down and 5, OKC will just punt it away. They know this game is a goner. Although I think New York was in the neutral zone. I think I saw that before we cut to a different
encroachment. Number 27, defense.
Camera. And it was encroachment, so it's going to bring up 4th down and inches, and that brings up possibly if OKC will put their offense back out onto the field. Stringer, he was just, well, it wasn't Stringer, but the Knights were just over the football. Standing over the football, and Oklahoma City says we're not even going to play with that. We'll punt it away. New York comes after it again. I suspect we have seen the last of West St. Clair. First down and 10 for the Renegades.
First and 10 from your Knights, 26 yards.
Sit. Rip, rip, rip. I got two.
Heat Chola's still in the ball game. Picks up 2. Second down and 8. We also have highlights of every game on YouTube.
2 yards on the play. Number 49.
The highlight reel of Santa Fe, Baltimore was outstanding. A crazy game on Monday with Baltimore and Honolulu, a game that had 10 turnovers, was a wild one.
28-yarder.
Down. Sit. Bro.
YouTube.com/SimulationFL to view those highlight videos. Offside Oklahoma City, free play. Eachel takes the catch, pops back up. And that's one thing that Park Hee-Chol has had all of his career, health.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 91. Defense. Solid yard penalty.
This by
Repeat,
far Park
second
Hee-Chol's
down.
most successful season in the SFL. It's his 5th year, actually, a veteran. Started his career in Kahlua, didn't do much there. He was traded to New York, where he has shined ever since he's gotten here.
2nd and 2. Ball at that.
Down.
2 in the backfield, and Chris Taylor, who still does not have a catch tonight. The bottom of the screen, Park Hee-Chol around the left side, looking for the rushing record, and Savage makes the hit at the 48-yard line, and Hee-Chol takes a minute to get up. Moves the chains of the first down, still short of the record, but that'll add to his impressive numbers. Nice hurdle in the backfield. Starters still in the game. I would suspect they get pulled here after the 4-minute mark. First and 10 at the Oklahoma 48. And the handoff goes to Hee-Chol out of the backfield. He picks up just 1. Actually loses 1. 341 yards tonight. That's a Season 5 record that is just shy now of the league record. And we should see the starters. Wow, the starters still in the ball game, although Hee-Chol is now out.
49 yards.
Down. Here we come. Sit. Liz. Strong back. Hey,
Oklahoma City showing a linebacker blitz. They run the play clock all the way down, and the Knights pick up 3 yards on the ground. Knights are nearing 400 yards on the ground, 600 yards of offense for the night. 3rd down and 8.
Right. 3rd and 7 from the Renegade, 46-yarder.
Down.
3rd down, 8 yards to go.
Don't let him get a range. Strong back. I think 2.
Run it again. 4th down and 6.
Number 0, credited with the tackle. Your Knights have selected the punt.
And we have hit the 2-minute warning.
Is deep to receive.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the New York Night Radio Network.
Grab a seat. This is 105.9 WFRD Hillbilly Radio, the Round Table, Buffalo.
One last chance for Oklahoma City to tack on some points. Punt down to the 5, and it'll roll into the end zone. A big statement here from New York after losing to Oklahoma City 17-16 in an ugly Thursday night contest a few weeks ago. They hammer the Renegades tonight 41-10. Renegade offense much better, even though the points don't show for it. Only one turnover by Red Feather, although Brewski had another fumble. But in the end, Oklahoma City couldn't put all the pieces together to keep drives alive offensively, and that defense was just garbage.
Second and 6. The Renegade, 24.
Second down 6 after the completion. Back to pass, Red Feather, he's going to go deep, and that pass incomplete, well defended. Looking for Bovine. Starters on the night defense look to have been pulled. Crowd still loud and proud here from Metro Stadium. The Knights are 3-0 at home. And their final home game will come here in a couple of weeks as Red Feather swings it outside. Brewski on the catch. He's got the first down up to the 34. Was it Ronda Rousey? I was watching a UFC clip the other day where she took this girl down and she punched her in the face like 9 times in a row, and the chick was so delirious that she started to fight the ref, and the ref had to calm her down and let her know that the fight was over. Was that Rousey too that made that happen? Whoever it was an absolute beast of a takedown. Red Feather's pass is caught down the field by Bierme to the 9:47, no huddle, 90 seconds to go. I wish Rousey would fight Mayweather. Take some of his money. Pass is incomplete. Skolander wide open. Just dropped it. As the ref was knocked down on that play as well.
Second and 10. The Renegade, 37-yard.
Second and 10 at the 47 following the Skolander drop. Red Feather flips it outside, loss of 1. Third down and 11. Well, in Oklahoma City's previous 3 losses, they had just about a 10-minute spurt where they played so bad that it hurt their team's chances. Tonight, it was really a whole 3 quarters worth of bad play. Back to pass, Red Feather, deep ball, that's caught. Bierme on the catch, down to 1:08 to go. Feather again to throw, padding his numbers at this point. Brewski again dropped in the backfield. Brings up second and 11. Dan and Peter will have second half highlights for you. Coming up on the post game show. Red Feather sack. That is a 6-yard loss. Second sack of the night for the Knights, so they will continue their reign atop the league with 14 sacks in 5 games. Not too shabby for a defensive line that doesn't have any stars. Back to pass. Red Feather, oh, just body slammed. Back at the 41-yard line, another loss of 6. And the Knights now up to their season average, 3 sacks a game. Watch this hit on Red Feather. Talk about adding insult to shame. 4th down and 23, and this time Oklahoma City will say, yeah, what the heck. Red feather deep, caught by Johnny Bierme, and he's going to get down to the 1-yard line. And Oklahoma City burns their final timeout. Nice throw from Joseph Redfeather. They get a golf clap for executing a 2-minute drive here. A well-defended football, but perfect job by Redfeather to get it to Bierme on the non-star corner off the bench. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Back to pass. Redfeather floats it back in the end zone, and a nice catch for the non-star for a touchdown. So Redfeather twice tonight throws touchdowns in the red zone. And that was a nice catch as well. Tapping the feet in the back.
Brown is back for the point after. Antonetta on the hold.
Extra point is good. 41-17. Onside kick coming for OKC. They're out of timeouts. Onside kick. Oh, that bounced Oklahoma City's direction. They get the football back. Clinton Wilkerson makes the play as New York had about 3 different people go for the football, and it ended up bouncing right into Wilkerson's hands. Six receptions, $111 for Bierme. Comeback time here for OKC. And Bierme leveled at around midfield. Pass incomplete. Somebody's going to get hurt out there here in garbage time. Watch this hit on Bierme. Yikes. He got walloped.
Right. 2nd and 10.
Down. Set. Gun.
Oklahoma City falls to 1-4 as Redfeather fires it complete. The 44-yard line. They have no timeouts, however, so the clock is going to continue to run. Down to 6 seconds, down to 5. They spike it. 5 seconds on the clock. Last chance for Oklahoma City to get something done before this one's in the books.
Let's go.
311 yards for Redfeather and a quarterback rating of 102.8 tonight. And the Hail Mary formation is on for the Renegades. Redfeather back to pass. And Redfeather will fire it into the end zone, hit as he threw. And that pass is going to be knocked away. 41-17. We'll be back shortly for a quick recap after Dan and Peter. Knights cruise and improve to 3-2, 3-0 at home.
It's tipped, incomplete. With this one in the books, let's take a look back at some of the action. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Number 33 is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening and then he's off to the races. That set up a short 25-yard field goal. The Knights have opened it up and now lead by 24. Towards the end of the third quarter, the ball at their own 41-yard line. Number 82 was definitely a key player as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. A 58-yard touchdown for the home team. Still late in the third, the Renegades back by 31. Lane would snuff out a drive on this one as he's there to recover the fumble. The Knights, middle of the fourth, number 33 would make the first guy miss and then he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. The Knights ahead 41-10. Number 12 set up shop as they decide to go for it on fourth down, and he delivered a 41-yard play that set up a visitor's touchdown. The Renegades narrow the gap a bit. They are down by 24. Coming up on the end of the game, all at their own 38-yard line. Number 12 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play, and that will do it. The Knights serve up a blowout, 41-17. Let's take a moment to recognize the 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 33 dominated the game like a true legend. Well, they put the game on his legs, Dan, and he managed to find his way through holes big and small all game en route to a big rushing performance. And that performance led his team to victory.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
It wasn't pretty for the Oklahoma City Renegades tonight, but the New York Knights got it done. They improved to 3-2, now just a half game behind the six-way tie for first place in the SFL. We'll see if Santa Fe can become the first 4-1 team in the league on Saturday. New York scores 21 points in the second quarter, 31 points in the second half, and gets the job done with ease. OKC drops to 1-4. From all of us at Metro Stadium in Buffalo, New York, this has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League and the Sim Football Network. I'm your play-by-play commentator and SFO Commissioner Cameron Irvine. Thanks so much for hanging in there with us tonight. Love the chat conversation as well. And we will hopefully see you this weekend. Come back and see us. See you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.